the young and the restless spoilers. Summer was overjoyed at the thought of having Harrison in her life full-time. The court had granted her guardianship, and she was determined to make every moment special for her son. Her days were filled with planning activities, crafting adventures, and coming up with new ways to bring joy to Harrison's life. The walls of their home were decorated with posters of upcoming events, from zoo trips to science museum visits. Summer's excitement was infectious, and Harrison mirrored her enthusiasm. One sunny afternoon, Summer decided to take Harrison to the local park. The park was a haven for children, with its sprawling playgrounds, vibrant flowers, and the laughter of kids filling the air. Harrison was particularly fond of the jungle gym, a towering structure that seemed to him like a castle waiting to be conquered. As soon as they arrived, he dashed off towards it, his little legs moving as fast as they could. "Be careful, Harrison," Summer called out, her voice a mix of laughter and caution. She watched as he climbed higher, her heart swelling with pride at his bravery. But in an instant, her pride turned to horror. Harrison, in his eagerness, lost his grip and tumbled down. He landed awkwardly, his arm twisting in a way that made Summer's stomach lurch. The seconds after the fall felt like an eternity. Harrison's cries pierced the air, and Summer was by his side in a flash, her hands shaking as she cradled his injured arm. "It's okay, sweetheart. Mommy's here," she soothed, though her own panic was barely contained. She scooped him up and rushed to the nearest hospital. The drive to the hospital was a blur of Harrison's sobs and Summer's reassurances. The doctors were quick and efficient, and soon, Harrison's arm was in a cast. "It's a clean break," the doctor explained. "He'll be fine in a few weeks." But despite the doctor's calm demeanor, Summer felt a gnawing guilt. She should have been more careful, should have kept a closer eye on him. That night, after putting Harrison to bed, Summer faced a new dilemma. She had to tell Kyle. They had agreed to co-parent amicably, and she knew he had a right to know about Harrison's accident. But the thought of Kyle's reaction filled her with dread. He was in Paris for work, a trip that had already caused tension between them. His absence, though necessary, had left Summer feeling like she had to handle everything on her own. The next day, Kyle called. His face lit up when he saw Summer, but it quickly turned to concern when he didn't see Harrison. "Where's my boy?" he asked, trying to peer into the background. "Oh, he's just busy," Summer lied, her heart racing. "He's playing with his new toys." "Playing? Summer, it's 9 in the morning there. He should be having breakfast." "Well, you know how kids are. They get up early and—" Her voice trailed off, unable to come up with a convincing excuse. Kyle's eyes narrowed. "What's going on, Summer? You're hiding something." I just don't want to worry you while you're so far away." "Tell me what's wrong," Kyle demanded, his voice rising. "Harrison. He had a little accident at the park yesterday. He broke his arm." There was a moment of silence as Kyle processed the information. Then, his face contorted with anger. "You let him break his arm? What were you thinking?" "It was an accident, Kyle. I was right there, but it happened so fast. I'm coming back. I can't trust you to take care of him." "Kyle, please. The doctor said he'll be fine. There's no need for you to rush back. Don't tell me what to do. I'm his father, and I have a right to be there." Summer felt tears sting her eyes. She had tried so hard to be the perfect mother, to give Harrison everything he needed. But now, it felt like all her efforts were in vain. "I'm sorry," she whispered, but Kyle had already hung up. The next few days were a whirlwind of tension. Kyle cut his trip short and returned to Genoa City, and as soon as he walked through the door, the arguments began. Harrison, sensing the unease, clung to Summer, his casted arm a constant reminder of the incident. "You should have told me immediately," Kyle shouted. "And what good would that have done? You were in Paris, Kyle. What could you have done from there?" "I could have. I don't know. But I should have known. I was trying to protect you from worrying." The arguments were heated and relentless. Every conversation seemed to circle back to Harrison's injury, each of them blaming the other. Harrison, caught in the middle, grew quieter, his usual exuberance dampened by the tension between his parents. One evening, after another exhausting round of accusations, Summer sat on the couch, tears streaming down her face. Harrison approached her, his eyes wide with worry. "Mommy, are you okay?" Summer pulled him into her arms, careful of his cast. "I'm fine, baby. I'm just sad."